And so we all have to start recognizing we all are conscious, and all collectively our consciousness can change the world. So when you have a lot of people out there that are saying, oh my God, the world's out of control, and I say, yeah, but all you need is a lot of people who know that to say, let's consciously create the different world. And this is what quantum physics talk about. They talk about what they call the field. And I say, well, what's the field? Well, they say invisible moving energy that influences the physical world. And I go, well, that definition is the same definition for spirit, invisible moving forces that influence the physical world. So it's interesting that today's modern science is reconnecting us with the ancient history of spirituality, which really says that we are energy beings inhabiting a physical body. Well, if we understand that, we start honoring the energy part, the invisible stuff that we've let go out of the equation, because all we look at is, give me the physical material, give me money, cash, give me things. And it turns out that it's the energy is more powerful, the invisible stuff is more powerful than the physical stuff. To understand the world, you have to invoke both the spirit and the matter. And that's why consciousness, when I talk about spirit, is that really our consciousness, our energy, our thoughts. It's not physical, it's energy. And yet, science now tells us those thoughts are shaping the physical world. So we can change the world we live in by just changing our thoughts. But that means changing the programming.
Which is in the subconscious. You're saying that 95% of things that happen in our life are coming from the subconscious.
Yeah, and that's the part that people have to wake up to, because a lot of people think, oh, look, my desire is to be successful, have a great relationship, have a great job. I want all these things, and now I go out in the world, and it's like, I'm not getting there. I'm not making it. And it's like, and they get frustrated, and they say, well, it's not me, because my intention is to be successful. And I'm not being successful, so it must be the world is against me. And then all of a sudden I'm a victim of like, well, this is not the world I wanted. And it turns out, no, it's not the world your conscious mind wanted, but it's the world your subconscious mind has been programmed to create. And the word subconscious by definition means below consciousness. So you are creating without being conscious that you are creating this. And this becomes a problem, because it turns out it's not the outside world that's keeping us from succeeding. It's the invisible inside world that we've been programmed with through culture and family to have lost our power. And that's the biggest thing about this propagation of the belief system. This is not new, It's very interesting. The Jesuits, 500 years the Jesuits of the church, they would boast. They would say, give me a child until it's 6 or 7, and it will belong to the church for the rest of its life. What they knew is what we're talking about in the new biology. The first 6 years of your life is programming from other people, not your programming, parents, family, community. You as a child are in a hypnotic state for 6 years. Your brain is functioning in a hypnotic state, meaning the first 6 years is download. And the problem with the download is we're not conscious during that part, which means whatever was downloaded, you didn't filter it with your belief system. You didn't have a belief system. Whatever you heard, saw, or experienced in the first 6 years is a recording, just like this is a tape recording, boom, down in your subconscious mind. And then we find that 95% of our life is actually from the subconscious mind, with only 5% from the conscious. And you say, what's the difference? Conscious mind is you, your spirit, who you are, your wishes, your desires, what you want out of life. Conscious mind. I say, well, you want to be successful. Great. You want a great job. Great. That's all conscious. I say, but you're only using that mind 5% of the time. You're living your life 95% of the time with the programs that you got from other people. So the truth is, you are living other people's lives invisibly, because it's called subconscious, meaning you don't see it. And so when you're creating these behaviors, you yourself don't even know you're doing it. And if your behaviors are not supporting you, then you sabotage yourself without even you knowing you're doing it. And that's where the victim comes in. It's like, oh my God, I want to be successful and I'm not. The world's against me, I'm a victim. It turns out, no, you were programmed not to succeed. And you're engaging the program without you seeing it. So we were sabotaging ourselves without ourselves knowing it. That's why the new biology, I want people to wake up. We have to undo tremendous programming that most of us got as kids that disempowered us. because I had to change my old programming. Now I live here, and while all hell looks like it's breaking loose on the planet, wherever I am, like right now, well, this is heaven on earth. Yeah. And so I realized you can be here, live heaven on earth in the midst of all the craziness that's going on, because if you are controlling your consciousness, then you're controlling your reality. Yeah. And that's the whole message right there.